Alright, this is a very quick note before the video starts here. Now in this video against my opponent, AAARST or AARST, throughout the, this is most likely going to be a two-part video here, because the game did go quite long, but throughout there's going to be various different audio qualities, because this is when I was really really trying to crack down sorting out my microphone settings to try and make my voice just a little bit more clear. And I tried adjusting the game volume, but I think this is being recorded like 2 weeks after the game's ended, so the mic quality probably sounds a whole lot different now, so I'm going to see how this turns out as well. But throughout the entire two-part video, it's going to be several different... It's not bad audio quality, I don't think, it's just because I've been trying to remove the clicking sound that my mouse does, and also the background noise that my mic picks up sometimes. And sometimes there's some parts where my microphone doesn't pick up my voice because I've turned a certain I've turned the sensitivity too high or too low, or the clicking only is picked up when I'm talking, and then throughout it's silent. So do bear with me. I'm still sorting this out. So this will probably be cracked down within the month, hopefully. This is also super far into the future since this game. So I've got my rank right now, and I've currently played like 6 Axis games since my placement. I'm currently playing 2 allies, so much has happened. So obviously I'm not going to spoil anything. So just also a quick note: I really appreciate all the comments, all the likes, and new subscribers. It's been pretty amazing, the support I've received. I do put a lot of effort into these videos in my free time, when I have free time, but yeah, so hope you enjoy. This was a pretty good game. So hello and welcome back to Axis and Allies. This is going to be my final Allies placement game and my final placement game for both the Axis and Allies here. I have pulled someone called AAARST, bit of Irish, AARST, or AAARST. Okay, let's just do my Russian standard here. Very simple. I'm going to go for the classic 9 and 12 here. I do not feel confident on doing any West Russia jams or anything like that, or I've heard that you could do Baltic attack, which is I don't know what you call that one, but it's one that attacks Finland. But let's just keep it nice and simple here. Let's not try and complicate anything here, and hope for a good Russia round 1, hopefully. Alright, 3 hits. Okay. Alright, that could have been a lot worse. That really could have. That is below average. That's not ideal. You might be able to stack Karelia here. Oh dear, where are my rolls today, huh? What's going on? Oh! I can never get the opportunity to strafe. I'll take it though. So unfortunately, the tanks just have to die again. Oh, he could hit West Russia if he really wanted to. Right, so if this is a kill Japan game, Russia's not getting involved. That's definitely for sure. Wow, okay. Yeah, he could hit this. He's got 3 infantry, 2 tanks. Wow, okay. If he goes for it and he's successful, this could be a quick game. All-out attack. He attacks Ukraine, Caucasus, and West Russia. Buys a crap ton of tanks. Yeah, this could be a quick game. We'll see. I feel a bit exposed. Okay, let's enter these moves here. Be a shame to lose both AA guns in the first round. So be it. Okay, so that is the end of Russia round 1. I'll be back with UK round 1. Okay, UK round 1. So the Germans, 7 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 bomber, pretty standard. He took Karelia with 2 infantry. Killed the destroyer in 17. He failed to take Transjordan. Guess I'm not the only one suffering trying to take this. He lost 3 infantry in Ukraine. Very nice. Wow, I must have got 3 hits in the first round. Very nice. And he killed everything in Sea Zone 7 and has a sub and a cruiser left behind. And of course he deployed everything right into Germany. Alright, so for the UK, I'm going to do an infantry, 2 artillery, 2 fighters. And yeah, I think that's a pretty classic round 1 buy for the UK here. Nothing too special. Okay, so what I want to do is with these guys here, take New Guinea and then check if this guy's got his subs on submerge. It should be on submerge here. It is a telltale to some people's rank, so I'm just going to quickly test here and kill the battleship here. Deal with this battleship right now because the opportunity is available to me. Pick off this transport and then kill everything here. That should be everything for the UK this turn. Yes, so the reason I'm not committing the bomber to this attack, or this one here, is that I wanted to take out this transport and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. Land in Kazak, because that's a nice sneaky spot for the bomber to be. And I'm pretty sure it's still safe against the German bomber, because there should be 2 American infantry coming to Kazak, right? If not, then I can have Russia defend the bomber for me. And the idea is that the bomber being in Kazak works similar to me placing the bomber in Yakut. It zoned off 62 and 61 of lone transports, and 60, because I can land my bomber here or here. I quite like that move. The previous Allies game that I played, my opponent did that, and it was interesting. So anyway, that should be the UK's moves here. Now, I don't know, I did mention this before, but I think this tells me, if it's unlikely, that the subs are on submerge here, but I'm going to try and confirm that now. Yeah, okay. Alright. I expect it to submerge. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, since I've just gone against 2 plats, this guy might be gold. This guy might be gold or plat, so... Very nice. Done it in 1 round, beautiful. What do I need to kill here? What can he do here? Right, so he's got, I'm going to have... What's the plan here? I'm going to take 2 infantry. This is going to be 4 infantry, tank, artillery. Gets 2 infantry, artillery, tank, and a bomber. So that shouldn't need any plane defense. So probably sack the cruiser, right? Yeah. Right, hopefully this is nice and smooth as well. Wow, full house. And no problems. Awesome. That means I can put a nice navy down in season 7 next round. One, two, three, 4 or 4. Okay. Two UK fighters here. Now, 1 infantry, you're coming here, and then 2. Alright, so yeah, I've not played this guy before, so I have no idea what to expect. But yeah, I'm not going to do anything fancy here. I want to make sure I have the best odds of winning the game, so I'm just going to do what I know. And just do a simple kill Germany game, hopefully. I will leave the 2 fighters here. And if he is so... What can you hit it with? 1, 2, 3. 1 bomber. I'll save the carrier. I'll keep the carrier, yeah. Save the carrier here. Save this infantry. Because he still has to commit an infantry to take Burma anyway, so... I was thinking of putting an IC down in Egypt, but... Nah, I'm not doing a kill Japan. I mean, I could have put a fleet down turn 1, because obviously he's only got 2 fighters and a bomber, but No, I'll just get some air force. Now the idea is that these Americans will be here, which will defend this bomber from the German one. That is the idea. I don't think Germany can even consider hitting this, because even if Japan hits this and succeeds, I will just have Russia defend it for me. Alright, a pretty standard and solid round 1 for the UK here. Nothing too fancy. Okay, so that is the UK round 1. Now we're back with USA round 1. USA round 1. So, Japan bought 2 transports, 4 infantry, 1 artillery. Took Burma for free, lost an infantry in Yunnan. Took Buri, no units lost. He attacked Season 49, lost a sub. And then he attacked Sichuan, killing 3 infantry, 1 fire, and lost an infantry and artillery. Then he took Anhui, no units lost. Okay, interesting. So he opted for the Sichuan battle instead of the Season 53 here, Pearl Harbor. It's been a while since someone's done Sichuan against me. That might probably mean that I need to start putting a UK fighter there, because if I put the UK fighter there with the Russian infantry, it gets it to a 50-50 battle. Whether that's something Japan will take is it's up to him, but it's a 50-50 on round 1, which is less than ideal for Japan. So yeah, I should probably start putting that fighter there if people are going to start to do this more. Alright, so I'm going to opt for 2 infantry, 2 transports, 1 destroyer, 1 carrier. And I'm just going to go and kill Germany here. I could punish Japan for investing in his transports like this, but nah. Nah. Okay, so the only thing the US is doing is shuffling units. I don't even think... So, he's got 2 fighters and a bomber on this target. There's no point. I could send a destroyer and a transport down just to take Morocco, and I might get lucky and pop a plane. But where's that? That's 15 IPC to a potential of 10. So that's a 5 IPC profit for the Axis, so I'm probably not going to do that. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I've lost the fighter here and the 2 infantry, that's for sure. But considering he's gone hard into Anhui here, this is probably going to be full focus on Russia here. So what I'm going to do with the UK is try and bait him to go for India. I'm going to take Burma and take units out, try and get him to stack. Hopefully I can clamp him down here and set up a nice little trap on India. Right, 1, 2, right, I want to put this US fighter here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Okay then, right. Just shuffling units for the Americans here. Alright, let's move to 10 here. I'm going to leave a destroyer and a sub behind. Okay, I should have everything I need here. One fighter's here, one fighter's there. This fighter come here. This transport come down to 19, and that is it for the Americans here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Interesting, okay. I'll leave it at 11, I don't really want him getting lucky and picking off. Would he do that though? Probably not. Nah, no. It doesn't matter, if he hits it, it's forced to land in Morocco, and he can only get an infantry and a tank. 1, 2, then he'd have to commit fighters, and then I'm going to have 8 land units to hit Morocco with 2 fighters and a bomber. So if he really wants to hit the cruiser, go ahead. Go ahead. Right, so yeah, I've got 4 infantry and then 2 infantry and tank artillery here. So yes, I have 6 infantry, tank artillery on Morocco right now. If he really wants to take this cruiser out and land here, go ahead. You can only get an infantry and a tank and obviously as many fighters as you can muster, but it's not worth holding Morocco. Plus there's a high chance I'll just take out his bomber anyway. Right, I'm just going to make a note here, just to make sure I actually move it and don't forget it. Okay, seems good. Right, so the Russians. What am I doing? Taking Ukraine and Karelia, ideally. Now, it doesn't look like he's ready to stack Karelia. He could, with 4 infantry and obviously 7 tanks. But I might have enough firepower to deal with that. He hasn't moved his AA up either. He's moved 2 AAs here, okay. Interesting. So, maybe a fighter. Alright, I'm going to opt for the 4 infantry for artillery here, because I'm going to expend both artillery this turn. 1 to assist Karelia, and then 1 to assist the battle in Ukraine. So I want to get some more artillery here. Maybe round 3 I can invest in another fighter. Ideally I do take Ukraine here so I don't have to abandon Caucasus because of his tank corps. And hopefully I get lucky and take Karelia. Okay. Alright. 2 infantry. Am I doing 2 infantry here? I think. Let's try to be a little bit more efficient here. Let's get infantry, artillery, a fighter, and then 2 infantry, artillery, and then a fighter. If this fails, I'm going to have to give up Caucasus, which obviously is not ideal, but it is where it is. But as long as these 2 tanks die, he... No, in fact, no, he can't blitz. You can't blitz the territory. As I've learnt recently, you can't blitz a factory. Which, now that I think about it, it does make sense. Right. I mean, the game is liking it, but as long as... Hopefully I can just kill the infantry. Hopefully I get lucky and take it. That's what I want. And then this battle, just need to get rid of the tanks. I might have to commit an extra infantry here. Got to be careful though, because 1, 2, 3. He still has a huge attack power. Ooh, hang on a minute. Right, I need to quickly check West Russia here. I didn't realise he had all his planes in range. Because I'm not going to be taking Belarus here, so... Okay, so I've not finished calculating West Russia here, but I have to protect this bomber from this one. That's probably what he's planning to do, hit this bomber with the German one, because I've noticed that he's only left a destroyer protecting 3 transports. I am going for that. That is so worth sacking the bomber. That is just... If I can pull that off, that is so much value. So I'm gonna have to leave infantry. I'm gonna have to leave infantry behind here. I'm just gonna quickly calculate West Russia, but it looks like I'm gonna have to flee. I'm gonna have to flee West Russia and stack Caucasus here, because I'm literally not taking. I can't take Belarus unless I try and sack tanks for it. Okay, so it is not possible for me to hold West Russia. Because I don't want to sack tanks to take Belo here, so maybe it's a bad choice abandoning West Russia on turn 2, which is less than ideal. But he's not tank rushing, so his units are going to take a lot longer to get into position here. I've got to buy. There's very anti him stacking Ukraine, so what I'm going to do is simply stack Caucasus with everything I have, and then shove my artillery right on Caucasus here to try and dead zone it. If I take it, if I fail to take it, then obviously he can stack his planes and it'll be a different story, but yes, so I'm gonna leave a tank and an infantry here to protect this bomber. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it lands somewhere in German territory that is relatively safe. So I do want to make sure I protect this bomber so that UK has a shot of taking these 3 transports out. If I can pull that off, we'll be in a very good position. And maybe since I want to take Ukraine here, I commit an extra infantry. Alright, yeah, let's give this a go here. Hopefully I haven't overcommitted too much. But I want to make sure we can't deploy units in Karelia here. Okay, nice and simple. Right, I just need to kill these 2 tanks. Oh, there we are. Okay, I'm glad I sent the exact amount I needed. Very happy with that. Alright. I could have done without those hitbacks, but very good round from Russia here. So I want a tank. Do I even leave an infantry in West Russia? It's just gonna die anyway, right? And I don't need to stop him blitzing. No, what I will do is, because it's a kill Germany game, I'll try and make sure Germany takes as much damage as possible. So yes, I'll leave an infantry behind. Kazak with a tank, yes. Shove all 4 artillery here. And okay. Yeah, less than ideal abandoning West Russia this early. Definitely. I don't even know if if I could send one of these UK fighters to West Russia. I don't think I had the range because I committed to the battle in 17. I don't even think a fighter would have made a difference anyway. It looked pretty dominant for the Axis, so. Okay. Alright, I'm liking this so far. So, it'd be interesting if he hits this. Hopefully he gets punished. If he insists on hitting this. I don't think there's any value of doing it, but if he does hit it, hopefully I'll get lucky, kill at least one of his planes. I don't think it's worth this bomber from the Germans here to hit Kazak here, just to try and take this bomber out. So I will have the opportunity to take out 62 here. This will look pretty good for the Allies if I can pull this off here. Right, that is Russia round 2, and we're back with UK round 2. Okay, UK round 2. So the Germans bought 9 infantry, 1 artillery, and saved. I think he saved 10. Which is interesting. I'm not that's an interesting move. I don't know what he could be saving for. Maybe a bunch of, I don't know, a couple fighters for next round, or a bunch of tanks. I have no idea why the German would save here. Maybe he was worried about deploying units in Italy, that I could potentially take it. Because technically I have 4 fighters. I'm going to put a carrier down. So I could, from the way I understand that from the way I see it, how he saw what I was going to do, I was going to drop a carrier, get 4 fighters. And obviously 2 infantry, right, to attack this. So maybe that's why he saved it, I guess. I'm not sure, that's a bit of a strange move to do. Besides that, he took Ukraine, no units lost. He lost a unit in West Russia and Karelia. Interesting. So it looks like he's setting up to stack Ukraine still. Yeah, not too concerned about what Germany can do at the moment. Alright, so I've done some pre-planning here, because the Allies can do a lot on their turn here, because of the way he's positioned his planes. They're not in ideal spots to cover all the sea zones here, so I can dot around ships. I can dot around like small fleets in various places and get away with it and still have decent odds to defend myself. So it's a kill Germany game. I'm not sure if it's advisable for the German Air Force to hit a portion of the fleet anyway. If Japan was around, it would be ideal for them to hit it for Germany, but that's not the case here. So, for my buy here, I'm buying 3 tanks and 1 aircraft carrier. Because the safety of India is up in the air. But these 3 tanks and sending one of these fighters will get it back up to a 80% chance to hold. Because it was a 50-50 with just the tanks. Because I was wanting to send this navy here into 14 with the cruiser with 2 fighters to protect them. But no, I want to send this fighter here just to give it a little bit more defense, so that it makes it to an 80% chance to hold. If he still goes for it, it's still a that's a 40 IPC profit for the Allies on average. Yeah, because you can only muster 3 land units, and most of his attack force is his air force, and then 3 bombards. Which, that's a lot of heavies, so it is very deadly, but hopefully I can get through his lights so he's forced to sack a load of his planes if he has the chance of taking it. That's the idea. So yeah, I'm going to drop a carrier in 8 here. The UK is going to be taking France and northwestern Europe here. The US is going to be taking Norway and Finland and Morocco. So we're really going to start to eat away at the German income. Pretty sure this is correct. Right, so I'm going to take 1 dude. Take France from underneath. And then take the tank and the infantry and take northwestern here. I'm going to take Libya. I was thinking of hitting Burma, but it's actually better for me to defend myself with more units than try and kill one. And I'm going to go for 62 here. One, two, three, four. Interesting. Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, I can send both fighters to India. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can still send 2 fighters to India. Okay. Alright, I'm happy with that option, actually. Russia doesn't need any defense right now. Russia only needs to take West Russia, minimum. Obviously to stop him from blitzing, taking Russia. Besides that, that should be everything here for the UK. Hopefully I score here. Hopefully I do get lucky here. That would be awesome. All right, let's get on with it. I know it's poor, but the payoff is insane. It really is. Come on. And there you go. The hit that I didn't get. Well, there you have it. There you have it right there. The opportunity to punish my opponent, because in theory he should be punished here for basically rubbing this in my face, and there you go. 2 misses. 2 misses. The jokes write themselves. Right. That is very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Yeah. He should have been punished there. He should have been punished. I accidentally deleted the wrong note, I think. Yeah. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Wow. Yeah. I'd say he lucked out there. Right, these two fighters are going to sit in India. I'm going to retreat to trans here. Wow, that's surely is something, that's for sure. Wow. Wow, indeed. I have to admit, I did get my hopes up for this. I thought, wow, I can seriously pull off an outstanding move here, but no, I couldn't even kill the destroyer. That is so distasteful. Wow. Right, so this sub. Got a sub here. Let's hang around. Let's hang around 46. Yeah. He can't get me. Alright. Yeah, that was a pretty disappointing round, all things considered. At least the UK's income is now a nice 40 for this turn. Wow, I can't even kill the destroyer. Alright, so India. How is India looking? 92%. Pretty happy with that. And a deadly bite. Deadly bite on Burma. He can still stack his planes on there though, but that's what I want. I want him to get fixated on India. I was going to move units out to bait him, but I don't need to do that. Yes, two fighters, yeah. Alright. Yep, the game could have been completely different, but it is what it is. Right, that is the end of UK round 2, and I'll be back with USA round number 2. Okay, USA round 2. Japanese bought 6 more infantry, 1 industry. 6 for Japan, industry to Manchuria. And he took a bunch of undefended territories here. So yeah, Japan's in a pretty good position for round 2 here. He was definitely let off the hook because of that UK bomber, but no matter. We're going to bring the pain to Germany instead. Going to get 4 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tank, and 2 transports. I'm going to save the 4 for an extra fighter for next round, so it can fill this aircraft carrier here. And yeah, that should be fine. I think this is a pretty simple turn for the US here. And yes, as long as I follow all these notes that the UK has put down. How do I want to do this? Right, first off, we're going to dump 4 units. To Morocco here. And the only thing left to do is this. I might actually bomb Germany here. I might bomb Karelia. If he really wants to put units there, I might try and hinder that. Right, so if I put an infantry and artillery, here, and then the tank and the infantry behind. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty good from the Americans here. And this, okay, I need a destroyer here. American cruiser there, okay. That should be fine. Yep. I'm going to stick onto carrier keep for the Americans in Europe here. That's just my preference. Right, this should be nice and simple here. Hopefully the bombing raid's successful here. I'll take that. I'll take it. As long as he doesn't roll a 1, I'll take any number. Okay, so these transports here should be nice and protected. Leave the fire for there for now, it doesn't need to move anywhere. I might have the UK retake Finland here and get that Norway industry up and running as soon as possible. Okay, yeah, everything's in position here. Let's put the the destroyer in 64 here. It's quite sneaky. If the UI is hidden up here, can catch people out. Okay. Alright. 2 transports, tank, artillery and 4 infantry. I don't mind what the Germans do here. I would prefer if he hits the US units, but he might just come back. It's the path of least resistance at the end of the day. Okay, Russia. '27 IPC. Gotta take West Russia at least here. Japan's got a nice little stack of units here. And he's got his entire air force ready to assist the Germans in any way possible. He might put the German stack in Ukraine and then move the Japanese fighters there. Let's do this. I like a Russia with artillery. This is a must. This is definitely a must here. Do I really want to expend an artillery here? Okay, I don't mind trading a little heavy with Germany here. I can get Russia's income to best case scenario. 21, 23 again? Yep, correct. Okay. I mean, if this fails, I've got to retreat to Russia here, so... What I'm going to do is leave a stack in Caucasus ready to trade this, and then I'm going to need another stack here ready to trade Novo if he decides to try and stack it with 6 infantry. Yeah, 6 infantry right on the front lines already. That's a little concerning. Right, good luck to Russia for these combats. Must take West Russia here. Awesome stuff here. Very nice. Almost perfect with the Russians, very nice. Okay. Right, so the idea... I'll leave the 2 artillery here. In Caucasus, deploy the 3 here. Does India need tank support? I don't think so. I think the UK can handle that on its own here. Let's change this to keep AA here just to make sure this AA is safe. It doesn't really matter where the tanks are. I'll leave the tanks in Caucasus just in case I do want them to do a quick run down to India here. So all I really need is a small stack in Russia here, so that I can effectively trade Novo. So this configuration is completely fine. I think I don't need to move anyone. Because most likely he's going to be stacking here anyway. I don't even think the Russians can even contend against what he can bring here. Not really. I mean, that's... worst case scenario, I don't kill any units, so... 7 tanks, 9 infantry, 2 artillery. Plus the Japanese fighters. Yeah, I mean, if he wants to make sure Caucasus is his, that's fine. I actually want Germany to concentrate himself in Caucasus so that I can do an effective Karelia shuck. Or even that, if he's committed to holding this, then I could possibly do a France stack, because his tanks will be roughly a turn away, or even 2 turns away from hitting France. Yeah, I don't think I need to move anyone here. Okay, bit of an awkward cut there. Right, so I've only changed the configuration a little bit here. I'm going to put in 1 artillery here, because if he's going to try and throw these 6 units here, I should have plenty of Russian infantry and plus these tanks. That should be enough. Deal with that problem. I do want to apply a bit of pressure to this here. Okay. Well, Russia compared to Germany right now, it's not looking too bad. Okay. There's Russia round 3. Now we're back with UK round 3. Okay, UK round 3. Right, so Germany bought 9 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 tank, 1 bomber. Took Libya. Okay, I didn't realise I sent a unit there, so he killed 1 unit, no units lost. He took France back, no units lost. Took Northwestern, lost an infantry. Took Ukraine, lost an infantry. Took Archangel, no units lost. And he took West Russia, losing an infantry. Pretty happy with that. 3 hitbacks. Okay, so... Right, so I've noticed he's positioned himself completely in Ukraine and Poland here, with no reinforcements whatsoever, going towards Karelia, which is interesting. There's not even like a trade back response without him using tanks, which is a bit strange. Which means the Russians might be able to get away with killing this and leaving a small stack here. It really just depends what the Japanese do. If he shoves all 7 infantry and artillery here, then I'll just have to do a light trade. Okay, I mean, I'm happy with this because I'm going to put an IC down, so I'll be able to start churning 2 units a turn towards Karelia from the Americans here. And yes, I think I'm liking the position of the Allies at the moment. India is in a bit of trouble. I can still get worst case scenario, India to a roughly 70% chance to hold. He has a lot of firepower, being his air force and his bombards. But if I could just hold on for 1 more turn, there should be more allied reinforcements arriving, especially from the UK, because I think I'm planning on sending these 2 fighters into Russia itself, and then they can migrate to India. So for a buy, I'm thinking of 4 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 more fighters here. And the idea is that I think I set this up the previous night, so I just got to re-remember things. So the idea is that 2 infantry and a fighter go to India, and then the rest go into England, of course. So the idea is that these 2 fighters make their way to Russia. Then I'm stacking 8, I think. So what are these notes? These notes here, let me just figure this out. So USA's taken Northwestern, Karelia and Algeria, okay, which means that the UK is going to take France. The reason I want to take these 2 territories is that so that these 2 fighters cannot engage in the combat of Season 8. Is that it? I did notice he bought another bomber, so he's clearly thinking about putting more pressure on the Navy here. I'm going to have the UK on 2 transports for now. The following turn, I'll get another transport. And then I'll slowly ease the UK onto 4 transports in this area, and then I'll start the Shuck, I think. So on round 5, if things go according to plan, the UK should be on 4 transports and start churning 4 infantry from United Kingdom to hopefully Karelia. Directly into Karelia or Finland. Whichever way the Allies are able to do, basically. This should be fine. Increasing the UK's air force is always good, so the idea is that I'm going to come into Season 8 Please don't break the game. Right, I think that's done everything. Okay, yeah, sweet. I think I'm pulling back from here. Is that correct? I mean, there's nothing to transport, so I don't need to be in 3. The US is going to push 1 infantry forward, here and here, and then keep the small stack in Finland, and await reinforcements. Right, so I'm going to try and kill this infantry, hopefully it works. I don't want to commit any more than I need to, because it just reduces it. It reduces. What even is that? It reduces my chance of holding by quite a lot, so that's a new word I just made up. What the hell? Interesting. Okay. I do apologise for clearing my throat. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather here, so that should be everything. So the idea is that these fighters make their way to Russia. I know I'm overcommitting in France here, but the UK needs to trade heavy with Germany here until I start forming a big stack in the Scandinavian territories here. So right, so I've lowered the game volume significantly. Hopefully it comes through in the game. Well, in the editing. I'm still trying to figure all the audio out still, so. Alright, got a cruiser here, very nice. Can we get this scot-free? Yes! The more damage I can do to the Germans, the better. Right, can we take Burma? Okay, we kill the unit, and he gets a hit, so it's not the worst case scenario. Alright, so, I mean, killing that infantry has bumped up my chances by 13%, that's insane. Okay, I'll take that. Wow, okay. Right, move the tank across. I'm gonna move the infantry forward here. I'm gonna move these 2 infantry and artillery here so that I can trade. Kazak, and worst case scenario, if he takes India, he's gonna have like 1 infantry left because he's gonna have to stack planes for it most likely. Then I can just simply trade it back for 1 more turn, but he'll most likely take it back off me right after if he succeeds. Okay, I don't think I need to move anywhere with this sub. Right, what? Sack. He's not going to hit my fleet. He's not going to hit my fleet. Let's preserve the carriers here. He won't hit my fleet. The entire Allied Navy is going to be in 8. So I don't have to worry about it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even know what I'm doing on America's turn. I don't know if I'm going to send fighters to try and hold Caucasus here. It might be a little too much because he has all of his airplanes on this, and I can't. I don't think I can hit this. This is too much. Which is fine. It's fine. Okay. Right, he did just come online, so let's see if I can get him to take his turn before he goes offline. This guy has a habit of going offline or staying online for a long period of time and not taking his turn, and then going offline, which is, you know, I'm trying to finish these games quick. This should be alright, so I'm going to have 7 infantry, 1 AA gun, yeah, that's alright, 4 fighters and 4 tanks, 2 artillery, yeah, I like that. And I've got 2 more transports worth of units ready to go right back into France. I'm going to let the UK take France these couple turns here, give the UK the boost of income that it needs, because I'm starting to notice that the UK does need some income, especially in the early game, to get itself established and then work its way up to 4 transports, so I can start delivering 8 units into Europe. After that's done, then the US can start taking more territory, if I want to do that. So yeah, if he wants to stack this, he can, but my bite might be big enough to stop that. Hopefully. So yes, we're looking pretty even at the moment. As long as the Allies are equal to the Axis, the Allies are doing well, in my opinion. Because the Axis start out with the stronger attack power. Alright, that is the end of UK round 3, and I'll be back with USA round 3. Now, if this guy is going to seriously consider hitting India here, and he fails, right? Not only is it a huge profit for the Allies here, his transports are going to be so out of position, and there's going to be hardly any units in China. It's only going to be this small stack and this small stack here. So if he's going to commit to this will throw him off a lot, unless he compensates and buys another industrial complex in Kwangtung, right? Or even French Indochina if he's adamant on taking India. So if he does go for this, hopefully he takes the bait, and he suffers heavily for it, because he's only got a 16% chance to take it. So I don't think so. I assume this guy knows how to play Japan. I assume he does know about the India trap here. So, alright, USA round 3. 7 infantry, 4 artillery for Japan. Took Kazak, no units lost. Took Novo, no units lost. And took Ivenki, no units lost. So a nice simple round for Japan here. Right, he's pushed forward in mass on Novo and Kazak here. Okay, so yeah, that is an awful lot of pressure on Russia already. I don't think he lost any units on his Japan. I don't remember, but anyway, so the plan for the US here, I'm going to buy 9 infantry, 1 artillery, and industry for Norway. Get that down and churning out units ASAP. Got to bring the pound on Germany here. So yeah, this is the Russian move's pretty important. I think I can get away with being I think Russia's fine. I think Russia's fine. We'll obviously have to abandon Caucasus here. But the idea is that Russia needs to be able to take West Russia. That's a must. Has to be done. Got to sacrifice to take it, if that's the case. Hopefully we kill these two German units so that we eliminate the German presence in the north of Russia here. Then Russia moves its small stack and 3 tanks to kill Novo, and hopefully we don't suffer too many losses. Then on UK's turn, UK deals with this. With this in mind, worst case scenario, Germany sends 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 2 German bombers to try and wipe this out. He can't physically take the territory. From my understanding, he can't, because there's going to be no one in Caucasus now, so he cannot blitz a tank through a factory, from what I'm understanding, and then also take Persia. Okay. If the bombers kill these units, fine. I still have 4 tanks I can throw at this and 5 fighters, because I have to wipe this out, and I have to wipe this out. And then hopefully, if everything's okay, this is Russia control, and then these 2 units cannot take both, right? That's the idea. Because he's only got 2 units here, and that should eliminate a huge amount of Japanese, so then Russia can then total up, basically. Right, okay, so without further ado, let's get on with the American turn. I'm happy with this buy here. So the Americans are going to take Algeria. Now, I was contemplating whether to just move 1 infantry, but I think what I want to do is try and cause as much damage to Germany as possible. So the idea is that these 2 German units and these 2 German units are going to be dead. So I might as well put the American stack, because the only way you can take this back is by throwing tanks at it, which is not ideal, because on UK's next turn I'm going to get another transport. That's going to be 6 units right on Karelia that will take out the armour, hopefully. That's the idea. Okay, continuing. That was a bit of a awkward cut. I'm going to take these 3 infantry, come into Sea Zone 8 here, take out these units in northwestern here. Get the battleship in there, get the cruiser in there. Did I bomb that? I did. That's fine. Oh, interesting. I mean, that might have influenced his decision, because every IPC counts in a Kill Germany game for Germany. So, well, I might do that often. If that's what influenced it, his retreat, then yeah, all right. Yeah, that doesn't bother me, because Russia's not going to be deploying units here anytime soon. Yeah, let's just give Germany a bomb, shall we? Let's really bring the pain to Germany, I think. My opponents have done this sort of moveset against me, and it's been very effective, especially with the bombings, if they're successful. It's a lot of pressure for the Germans, so yeah, no mercy here. Hopefully. Could shoot down the bomber, but... And what I'm going to do is send 4 units to French West to meet up in Anglo-Egyptian Sudan, and I might send another 2 a turn, just to keep this under control, keep Africa in Allies' hands, and then I can still shuck at least 2 plus, I don't know how many transports so far. It's about 5 at the moment, so it's about 10, 12 units right into at the moment, until my transports increase. So that should be everything here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this this West Russia battle has to go well, and hopefully I get lucky and kill these 2 infantry. I'm not sure what I'm going to commit yet. I've not worked it out yet. I've not worked out what I'm comfortable sending to all. That's 1, 2, 3 spaces that I've got to attack here. So that should be everything here. I think the safety of India is still okay, but if it's not, I'll simply give up India voluntarily on round 4. Really? Would I do that? Maybe. This looks like it's going to be a fast-paced game, so not with how long it's taken for this guy to have his turn, but with how the pieces are moving. I think that's a better way of saying it. Right, enough yapping here. Let's see if I can get a good bombing on Germany. Alright. Around the world as well. Alright, a little celebration spin, whatever that was. 6, that's a pretty good start, I must say. If a 1 must be rolled in the bombing raid, I don't mind being the one rolling it, as long as it's not him. Wow, 2 for 2 for bomb bot. Wow, okay. Let's just combine the fleet here. Let's not make anything complicated. There's no way he hits it. It's just not going to happen. Now, there's no like sneaky bomber here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't blitz it and land in the same turn. You can't do that anyway. Okay, the Japanese bomber's there. That's not any. It's a bit of a stretch, that bomber reaching, but you know, just gotta give myself some peace of mind, I think. Right, so what's happening here? 3 transports worth. So 1 transport's gonna be waiting, and then it'll be 3 transports waiting, and it'll be 3, 2, and then 3, 2 at the moment. That's how the rhythm's gonna play out. That was a pretty good bombing raid. 6 right off the bat. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The carrier can go in 12. But I'll move it in 10 so I can access 3 if I need to. And I think I need a fighter next round. Yeah, I think I was supposed to buy a fire, but that's completely fine. That's completely fine. I'm going to leave the American fighter in India. Am I though? I'm gonna see his odds on India here. Okay, so the way it is right now, India's looking pretty safe. It's looking very safe even without these 4 tanks. So if I need to, I can commit all 4 tanks. I don't know if I will though, because they'll just get obliterated by the Japanese here. I wish I could do both with Russia. It's just too much. Because if I could do both and have Russian units left over, I would actually shove the UK units to do a Kazak stack. It's just not plausible at the moment. So yeah, the way it's looking right now, with a minimum investment of 3 infantry, it's looking completely safe. And I've actually miscalculated how many fires I've got, so the odds actually go up. Yeah. It's a 91% to hold. I mean, he hasn't really got much. Except his fighters for his firepower and his bombards, so I'm not too concerned. Industry, artillery 9, infantry. Hopefully I can inflict maximum casualties on these combats and deal with this problem eventually. Scandinavia has been taken from him as well, so that should really hurt his income. And bonus if he fails to retake. If he fails to retake, that's a huge bonus. Huge bonus. I was a bit confused then. Yeah, Karelia is mine now. It's like, what? He didn't bomb me? Yeah, we're just going to do a full turtle mode. 5 infantry, 7 artillery. Bit of a no-brainer, I think. Right, how does this look? Oof, I wish I left more artillery here, man. This has to be done. This has to be done. Oh, no, I don't want that. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I wish I put more artillery here. I was thinking, where's all my artillery gone? Oof. Okay. It's either that or I just wipe out Kazak. I think I got to deal with Novo here. Yeah, I'll deal with Novo. Have the UK assist the Russians here, definitely. And I can choose how much firepower I throw at it. If not, I'll just buy another 3 tanks in India. Like, it's fine. Obviously, it's IPC loss for the Allies. I'd rather not throw all 4 tanks at it, but I'll have to see the odds, I think. I don't really want to commit another artillery, but maybe. What's he trying to do here? Is he trying to stack? The problem is if I stack here, the Germans could probably stack there, right? With the Japanese assistance. Let's see what happens, I think. Because I could simply just retreat from India and dead zone Caucasus. Do I commit another artillery to this? How desperate am I? It could go so wrong. And then if there's units, if there's a big enough stack of units left over, I will just simply put the AA across. I have the artillery to spend. Best case scenario, my income goes up to 16 right now, 18, 20. I'm gonna make sure I take this. Does it matter though? Is it game ending? 2, 3, it's 7 tanks. Unless they survive, 7 tanks, 2 fighters, 2 bombers against 4 fighters, and of course. And if I get an awful first round and I only get 3 hits and he gets 4, I'm just gonna retreat. It's that simple. Alright, I'm happy with this, I think. Hopefully I'll get lucky here. That's a very risky battle. If he gets one hit, I might just retreat. Ooh, this could go pretty bad if I'm not careful. Okay. Come on. Right, I'm just gonna forget that happened. Let's try again. Thought it was almost deja vu there. Come on. Can we? There we go. That's it. Very nice. Russia is safe 100%. I'm not gonna put the AA forward here. There's no point. That's fine. It's fine. Germany might lose 2 infantry, for all I know. Right, let's try and pop these 2 infantry. Let's hopefully get lucky here. Get snake eyes. Right, that's half of one. Alright, this is looking pretty good. Come on. Yes, that's it. That is what I'm talking about. That is what Russia needs. Beautiful so far. Very, very well. Very good by the Russians here. And well played. I kind of think that best case scenario, I get 3 hits, he misses everything. So I could just simply retreat. I don't need to take Novo here. If I can get 3 hits, okay. So the worst case scenario is that Germany kills everything here with 2 bombers, right? And then Japan has a pretty big attack on this, which means I'm forced to commit all my tanks and all my fighters to wipe this out. Like I have to. That is the worst case scenario here. It might still be worth throwing the UK tanks at this still, just to save the Russian units. Wow, I can't believe he didn't get any hits. What am I committing here again? 7 and 3. 7 and 3. What's his counterattack? These 2, and then obviously all of his planes. If need be, I'll chuck UK fighters if I'm worried. If I'm worried, I'll just simply chuck these 2 UK fighters here. Or the ones from here, because I might need UK fighters here still. Let's wipe it out. Let's wipe it out. Hopefully he gets no hitbacks. Okay. That's fine. 5 and 3 is still fine. Almost a perfect round from the Russians here. Very nice. Right, so India does not need Russian fighter assistance. I don't think I can even send one. I can. That's good. Now, from my understanding, he cannot push a tank through to Persia. You can't blitz here. So I better not see that tank come through. I don't know if he'd do that. That's still very questionable to do. But I could still chuck 3 UK fighters. I did notice I was supposed to deploy the fighter onto the carrier here. That's why I bought the fighter in the first place, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. All things considered right now, that was a very, very good Russian round 4. Yeah, we'll stay on keep AA. No, we won't. We'll stay on sack, just in case the worst case scenario happens. I'm not interested in taking chances like that. Simply, I mean, this is a nice artillery core I still have. Definitely. So, Russia still has a pretty strong attack on Caucasus. The UK's going to hit this. I'm hoping he doesn't feel confident enough to push forward and stack, but I do think he has the chance to, because he could just shove these 6 Japanese fighters. So, UK must kill this, and that is pretty much the only thing the UK has to make sure they succeed on for their turn. So, and the UK does have an insane amount of firepower on Kazak right now. It's quite impressive. So, all right, well, I'm actually pretty happy with that round. That went very well for the Russians here. Okay, that's the end of Russia round 4, and then we're back with UK round 4. Alright, UK round 4. The Germans bought 10 infantry, 1 artillery, and repaired 6 IPC worth of damage on Germany here. Combat took Caucasus for 3. Took Egypt, no units lost. Lost 2 infantry in West Russia. Lost 2 infantry in France, and then lost 1 in northwestern Europe. So, pretty happy with that. 5 hitbacks. Not too shabby. He stepped forward into West Russia here. I'm guessing that he is actually going to put the 6 fighters across. I'm going to see the on Russia's turn. I'll see Russia's odds on this. I do imagine that these 2 units will be dead, which is unfortunate. Which will affect my odds, of course. Yeah, so... Okay, so for the UK, going to get 5 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tank, and 1 fighter. I'm going to skip the transport for this round because I want to fill out the aircraft carrier, the 2 aircraft carriers in Season 8 first, and then get the transport on round 5, and then I should have the strength with the UK alone to move into Season 5 and start transporting 6 units a turn directly into Karelia. That is the idea. Plus, I want to keep trading France with the UK here just to boost up UK's income so I can afford the transport and what I need for India and the United Kingdom. And yes, I must wipe this out here. Pretty happy with this bar. I'm going to save the 2. That will give me an extra, some extra IPC for the transport. Right, so the only things I'm doing this turn is I'm going to be trading with Germany here for France. It's quite nice because he's committed 2 artillery here, so I'm going to get rid of that. He's only got 1 to respond now, and I think the US is either going to take Northern Europe here to kill these 3 infantry, or it's just going to shove a load of units into Finland. I'll decide when it is the US's turn. Right, I'm going to be hitting Kazak with 5 fighters, 2 infantry, 1 artillery, and I think 2 tanks. I want to make sure I wipe this out completely, and then best case scenario I take the territory so he can't land his planes on it. Not that I think he would, because these planes are probably just going to land here. But whatever's left over, he should lose some units, hopefully. And I think that's everything. I'm not going to touch Burma here. I'm just going to concentrate on this battle here to help the Russians out as much as possible. Yeah, it should be fine. I could ditch the other artillery. I think I will, just to save it. If I fail to take France, so be it. But there's either I'll be trading 2 artillery for 2 artillery here, which let's just save a bit of money here. I should be able to comfortably take France here. There we are. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that then. Glad I saved the other artillery. Right, I need a good first round here. Good wipe. Oh, okay. No way. Okay, I was going to say, there's no way he doesn't get a single hit. What a beautiful round. Awesome stuff. We got a small stack left over in here. And 2 tanks, so I should be able to do some damage to this stack here. Awesome stuff. Right, enough has changed here. I'm just going to leave the sub hiding in 46 here. I don't know. I don't see why he doesn't get another transport. He doesn't need to guard 61 because there's no bombers around. So he could actually move his navy around and start collecting these units with another transport. Start taking these territories. Whatever. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna pause here and figure out where my planes need to be, because obviously he's gonna have odds on Russia and India here. Okay, so I'm gonna leave 3 fighters in the United Kingdom, not the United Kingdom, India here, and then 2 in Russia. He does not have odds on either. I have a 90% chance to hold against the Japanese, with big profit for the Allies, and Russia it's a 95% chance to hold. So I'm not sweating too much here. I'm actually very happy that this was this successful. I was not expecting that. Pretty much a full wipe, and bonus if I can do a lot of damage to this Japanese stack. So yeah, look, this is looking pretty good for United Kingdom here. That's a lot of help. It helps the Russians a lot. So yeah, okay, good stuff. Right, so a tank, 2 infantry, and then 3 infantry and 2 artillery. Happy we said the artillery here. He's actually spectating, so let me quickly check my profiles here. Standard carrier, yeah, completely fine with that. He's not going to be hitting my Air Force anytime soon, I don't think. My fleet, I mean. Alright, let's get these moves in here. And I'm going to pause and wait for him to take his turn here. Alright, so he's going to hit this with his Air Force. So let's see how well he does against the UK stack with no air support. Come on, boys, come on. 1 hit, okay. So it looks like he's going to take Kazak here. No hits from him. There we are, there's the tanks. Getting that damage in. Okay, you got 2 hits. Ah, come on. Can I get one more hit? One more hit. One more hit. Still asking for that hit, come on. There you go, very nice. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. I think we killed about 4 of his infantry there, so that's not too bad. Well, I'm interested to this battle. If I can get a killer first round, we'll be doing a lot of damage to his planes. Come on. I am slightly concerned, I do want to save the tanks, but hopefully my first round here, if he actually initiates the combat, hopefully I get like 2 hits with my lights. Hopefully 2 of my tanks hit instantly into his planes. Okay, so we got 2 hits, and okay, what did he lose? I was trying to join the battle, but it wasn't letting me. Right, so the Japanese bought 7 infantry, 2 artilleries, 2 tanks. He was very quick with his buy. Lost 4 infantry here, very, very nice. It's very good. Lost 2 infantry. No, I lost 2 infantry. He lost an artillery. Or we lost a fighter. Very nice. Okay, I'll take that. Very happy with that. He's lucky he didn't take any more damage. That was very aggressive from him. But these 2 are alive now. So we'll actually check this. Okay, so yeah, just to quickly summarise here. 7 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 tanks. He lost 4 infantry, taking Kazak here, very nice. And he lost infantry, artillery and a fighter, attacking Novo here. Very questionable why he would do that. But he had a lot of attacking power, and he only got 2 hits, which was very unlucky for him. So, and luckily I got a fighter of his. So, I would never have done that ever. I mean, this is a big stack, right? But I'm happy with that, because now a lot of the Russian forces are still intact here. On Russia's turn, I'm actually going to check this. He didn't even put the fighters there. Interesting. Okay, alright. I'm definitely going to check that. I was expecting these fighters to land here. Wow. Okay. Oh, okay, so let's see. What I can do here is the UK will deal with this for the Russians. Russia can just go full blown into West Russia here. Just full on, just all in, right? And I'll try and take this back, maybe. We'll see. Very interesting. That is a misplay, I do think. I do think Russia might have odds on this. These fighters should have at least sat on here. Wow, okay. Anyway, for the US, 6 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tank. I'm going to get that fighter to kit out the 2 American aircraft carriers. Yes, pretty happy with that. Gonna get some units on Norway as well. So I'm pretty happy with that. And yes, I'm gonna set up a transport as well. I think I did, I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not. But this transport's gonna send 2 units a turn just to keep this small stack in check, I think. I just want to solely focus on Germany here and just contain this as much as possible. Right, let's take Libya here. Now, am I killing these 3 infantry? I mean, it's Germans, right? I should probably kill it. I should probably kill it. I can even move the American tank down. Interesting stuff. I could actually commit these units to try and take this out as well. He does have... The 2 tanks aren't going to arrive. Okay. Got to be careful of India as well. He's got a pretty big bite now. Okay, so I think the only combat I'm doing is Belarus here. Because the idea is that I want to completely cut off as many reinforcements that Germany can get, and it makes it so the idea is that I take Belo here, Russia takes West Russia and maybe Caucasus. I'll try and take Caucasus. I don't know, I might be able to send an infantry and artillery to try and take it back, but yeah, the idea is that the US takes this, Russia takes this, right, and the only thing he has in the area is 2 infantry, a tank, 2 AA guns. So its response to the Russian stack, if I do take this, is obviously all of his planes and then these units. So I don't know. This should be fine here, I think. I was thinking of killing these 3 units, but I want to just send all this to Finland here. And that should be fine, I think. Alright, I think, yeah, we should just get on with this, I think. Yeah, okay. Alright, good luck to the Americans here. Hopefully I can get a nice simple 1 round. Very nice. Everyone showed up to the party. Very nice. Everyone got a hit there. Very, very nice. Right. Interesting. I mean, maybe put the tank here, right? Its response is only going to be 3 infantry and a tank, and obviously all of his planes. But if I keep the small stack here, it should be quite expensive for him to trade. And if this is dead, this should be fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll just leave the tank there. Right, let's get these 4 infantry across. Now, he has 2 bombers on this target here, so I'm just going to simply... Let's see here. I'm going to leave the American fighter there, because I'm pretty confident I can just simply I can still defend. India here. These guys can still stay put. These guys can move up. I actually need 10, I think it's 10 units total, because I should have... Yeah, I should have exactly 5 transports. So that's exactly 10 units that can go to Africa or Scandinavia here. So I need to protect this, so I could send the extra another fighter. That should be completely fine. There's no, I don't have to worry about, does it really matter what I do here? I might just leave the battleship and aircraft carrier down here. It doesn't really matter what I leave because there's no way he hits this. And he only has two bombers on this target, so this should be more than enough to defend the transports, so looks pretty good. Okay. That should be the Americans' turn. It's either that or I'd put the tank in Russia. You know what? I'll leave it in Russia. Let's just leave it in Russia. It should be fine. Just in case there's some chance he somehow has the odds to take it. So with this transport, I'm going to send an infantry and a tank down, and the artillery and infantry, and then 4 more infantry here. Right, I'm going to pause here and think about what I'm going to do with Russia. Alright, so I'm going to go for 4 infantry, 2 artillery. That's pretty simple, the buy's pretty simple, but... so West Russia here, it is a... If I send an infantry and artillery to try and take Caucasus back, and then everything Russia has... which is 7 infantry, 5 artillery, 3 tanks, 2 fighters. I have an 81% chance to conquer the territory. Yeah, 81%. So on average, I'm gonna have 3 tanks. Oh wow, if that's the average then we'll see. I might strafe, I don't know, I want to kill the armor though. But he could just try and stack this though, that's the weird thing about this. If I go for this. You know what, that's fine. I mean it's an 81%. It's an 81%. I just wish I could just take this for free, but I suppose that's the reason why I probably should use this American fighter to try and kill the unit. Now that I think about it, so... I'm just going to consolidate here, not interested in taking this. Does the game like this? I mean, I should have a pretty devastating first round. It is a 20 IPC profit for the Allies. It's either that or I just go all in. But he could do something weird, right? He could combine everything, buy 4 infantry and stack his planes on there. Well, if he does that, I could try and sort out a stack. France stack, if he's not careful. I've got 10 infantry waiting. I'm going to do this here. I think I'm just going to try and take both. It sucks that I didn't try and kill this with the American fighter. I didn't notice that. Well, it didn't come to my mind. But yes, this should be okay for the Russians here. If I get a very good first round, I'll consider taking the territory. If not, I'll just simply full retreat. The game is liking it, so... Alright. Good luck to Russia. That was a pretty impressive first round, I do think so, from the Russians. Oh, we gotta finish it off. We'll try to. Very, very nice. Oh, come on! What is this? What is this Russia like? What's happening? This is crazy. What are the odds of that? Absolutely beautiful. What the hell? You are joking. Wow, what a result from the Russians. That is amazing. Let's see if I can top it off with taking Caucasus. Yes! Get in there. What an amazing round from the Russians. That is awesome. Wow. That went so well. That's insane. Truly outstanding by the Russians here. What a result. That 5 artillery left and an infantry. That 1, 2, 3. That is okay. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got 14 options, right? I got the 4th best outcome. Wow, 4%. Like it could have gone horribly. Like I could have had a tank left over. That was amazing. Like he could try and go for this, right? 2 infantry, a tank, and all of his planes. But that is risky. That is super risky. And then you're forced to land in Ukraine. Right? And the Americans are going to have an attack on Ukraine if you don't deal with this. So that is truly outstanding. Wow, I mean, Russia MVP so far. Very nice. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Oh, yes. Look at that. Alright, that was a spectacular round for the Allies there. Right, that is Russia round 5, and we're back with UK round 5. Alright, UK round 5. Right, 10 more infantry, 3 more artillery for the Germans. 3 infantry for Italy, 3 artilleries and 7 infantry for Germany. Combat. He took Rhodesia and moved his stack forward into Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. Took France, no units lost. He took Karelia, no units lost. And he took Belarusia, no units lost. So it was a very successful round for the Germans here. He got a bit of consolation due to his... it was a mistake. He made a mistake stepping forward. If he had put his 5 fighters across, it would have been a roughly 9% battle in his favour. So yeah, that was a huge mistake by him. And as you can see, I instantly capitalised on it with a very, very successful attack. I couldn't have asked for better, really. There weren't many better outcomes compared to the one that I got. So I did get pretty lucky with the Russians here. They got an outstanding result. Okay, so for the UK, gonna get 5 infantry, 3 artilleries, another transport, 2 infantry and artillery for India, transport to Season 8, and then the rest of the units into the United Kingdom. I'm gonna have enough units for 3 transports, so I don't need to get the extra infantry. And I want to save the 3 points for the UK's 4th transport for round 6, and me getting, I'm going to take France here with the United Kingdom, hopefully, and that should get me up to 34, and then plus 3, 37. So that's a transport and then 30 income for whatever I want, basically. And I'll also be hitting Kazak with an infantry artillery and all my planes, I don't think I need to commit a tank. I just need to kill the infantry. Or just wipe everything out. I don't really want to commit a tank. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I should make sure I take the territory so we can't. I don't think he would. 7 infantry and 5 fighters. Nah. That's silly. I don't know why you'd do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the Germans can't assist because Russia goes before Germany. Right, so yeah, I'm happy with this buy here. Right, let's take France. Hopefully this battle goes very well. I'm going to prioritise killing Germans here. So the Americans are going to take care of Karelia. And I'm going to commit 2 artillery, 2 fighters I think, to try and kill these infantry. And I do want to, I might just blitz this actually, we'll see. I'll see what I do. I'll decide on Russia's turn, but I want Russia to kill these units. Now, I don't know. I think I have the power to stack France with the allies here, but I want to make sure. I don't know. I think I have said before, if you can stack France, do it. But it's going to be a huge drop from the Americans, and then there's going to be a very small response afterwards. And he might be able to appropriate his buy to wipe it out. I'm not sure. And also the UK is on only 2 transports, so I want to get the UK up to 4 transports and ideally sort out this problem first. Yeah, kick the Germans out of northern Russia here, and then I'll consider doing a France stack. He hasn't really got much anyway, and I'm just going to prioritise killing Germans, I think. The US is going to deal with this problem. I have the power to commit this fighter and this bomber to assist the attack on this, and then they can both land here. It's up to him if he takes that chance to try and kill both, but hopefully the fighter gets hit, right? I might just sack the bomber if he goes for it, but that's what he wants, right? So I might try to save it. I don't know, I think I make sure here. Send the tank. He hasn't got any odds on India. It's just that if he gets lucky, if he lucks out and gets 3 hits, I'll save the tank. No, I won't save the tank. I'll commit the tank just to be on the safe side. It sucks losing the tank, but this helps Russia at the end of the day, so that's the only thing that matters really. Yeah, I expect the Japanese just to chuck these 7 infantry forward. I do not understand. I don't understand the mentality of just chucking these. It's not, I mean, it's not wasting them. It's like you're throwing your mini stacks and hoping that I take heavy hitbacks. I, however, like to trade light so I can build a huge stack and then push forward. But that's just me, I don't know. I've had some opponents basically just throw everything it can and hopefully something sticks, right? I'm just going to ignore Burma. I want to focus on this. If he wants to stack Burma, sure, go ahead. Waste your time on India. So that's exactly what I want. Okay, well, good luck to the United Kingdom here. Yep, I think I've sent everything I can, yep. Alright, good luck. Hopefully we get a killer first round here. Nice and simple. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna have the US take northwestern Europe here, I think. I'll think about it. Why not? It's 2 points, right? Alright, good luck. Alright. Pretty happy with that. I was a bit concerned because obviously I didn't one round it, but it's completely fine. Didn't get a single hit back. Very nice. I actually don't need any fighters in the Russian territory here, so I'm just going to bring them all back. And just to put the same forward. Yeah, just going to leave. I don't need to do anything. I just don't need to do anything. There's no movement here. Okay, so I need to ask a question here. It's about Kazak, right? This question's for the more advanced players, I think. It is out of my knowledge or my experience on forming a Kazak stack as the allies. It is something I've hardly done it unless I'm completely dominating Germany, which Russia's safe, but I'm not dominating Germany, right? So, and especially against a Japan right here, right now, I expect him to chuck these 7 infantry forward, and then he's going to have another 7 infantry, 4 artillery, 2 tanks, of course, all of his air force. Now, I don't know how the allies, how to form a Kazak stack that is effective with both the Russians and the UK here. I don't know if it's a good call to abandon India to form a stack here instead of holding India. I don't really know how to form one. I'm going to try and attempt it in this game here, but it makes Russia's game a lot easier if I can form a stack with the allies, because that completely shuts out Japan into China. And then it allows Russia the flexibility to move units out into Europe. Is it because Russia's bogged down? Russia's going to be bogged down in Russia still, even though Germany's on the back foot, right? So if I can establish a stack here, then I can send units towards Germany to keep trading with them. And I can send the old unit to put pressure up here and then keep stacking this to keep the Japanese at bay. Right? I just don't know how to form one. I'm not really experienced. I mean, I know things about this game, but this is completely out of my comfort zone. I will try and attempt it here. We'll see what happens, but any advice on forming a Kazakh stack would be very appreciated. And of course, if I do pull it off, any more tips about forming this more effectively would be appreciated as well. Okay, I think that's everything for the UK here. I've just left a bunch of notes here for me to remember, because this guy he takes ages to take his turn sometimes, so this is just to help me remember. And you should use notes in your games because it just helps you remember what you have to do, especially if you have so many games playing at the same time. It's just good so you don't make mistakes, right? Yeah, okay. That should be everything here. Yeah, I'm gonna have 5 fighters return to India here, so he has no odds on taking India this turn. So I do expect him to just completely throw all the units at this. But it's fine, if I get desperate and I've got to take with the United Kingdom, I still have an infantry, artillery and 2 tanks and all my fighters, so if I'm desperate, that is always an option. But I might just probably try and dead zone it. With Russia here, I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to figure out how to position Russia now. Because all pressure's relieved. At the moment, he's going to come back, but I want to... This is another thing, I don't really want to establish a France stack, because this stack could just simply make their way to Karelia, which I want to clamp down. I want to keep Germany shelled up in its core territory here, until I can get an effective US stack. Alright. Well, yeah, the UK and the Russians are doing very well this game. Very impressed. Okay, hopefully I can maintain and keep that lead building. I just got to eat away at the German income. Just eat away at it before the Japanese start to snowball. Just got to clamp him down and really make him toe up here. Okay, yeah, that's the end of UK round 5. We'll be back with US 8 round 5.